Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us once again for Paving the Way. I'm Jonathan Brown, or JB, here with
Patrick Mullen.
And today we have our third partner, Austin O'Connell, back. Thanks, Austin. You're actually out in the field today.
Yeah, we're out here paving out in Rancho.
So actually today we're going to take the time to talk about a project that we have been going on. It's been going for about 3 or 4 months. I think 3 or 4 months for the city of Rancho Cordova. It's called the 2020 Neighborhood Street Rehabilitation Project. The job of this, or the purpose of this project, is to enhance the neighborhood, the sidewalks, the underground storm drain, and the asphalt. In doing that, we wanted to kind of talk to you, tell you a little bit about it, show you some aspects of it with Austin out there in the field so you can kind of see what we're doing and kind of explain to you how this applies to you. Last time we did this podcast actually was with Mike Woods, right? That was 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So we met with Mike Woods, and he had talked about how he, from Hagen Oaks, the golf course out in Sacramento. So he had talked about how they had done some paving and that it had an effect that they didn't even realize it would have, where the customers were coming up and saying, hey, I want to use other parts, and that they totally noticed the difference. And it really stuck out to me, and I really wanted to kind of accentuate that in what we do kind of everywhere. And for the city of Rancho, which we're doing right now, we're out there, and Austin, as you can see, has been telling me that he has neighbors and people driving by who are beeping and waving and thanking them for doing a project like this, that how much they needed it and how much they appreciate it and how much it really shows that the city cares about their residents and really wants to take care of them. So we really wanted to spend some time talking about that. So Pat, can you tell us a little bit about what this project involves?
Well, it's a little bit of everything. Like you started out, we can't hear you, Austin. You're muted.
So windy. The truck's out here. It's a windy day out here in Rancho, and I've got all this going on behind me, and so it's pretty difficult to hear, but kind of show you kind of what we got going on out here. We're paving some dig out areas that taking out 6 inches of roadway in some failed areas and replacing it with two 3-inch lifts to correct the correct the roadway. And if you guys can still hear me, we're also doing part of our project is the ADA curb ramps for the public safety.
There's
just
quite a
adding
few
curb
ramps
ramps
on this project, right?
corners, as you can see. And yeah, here we go. We got trucks lined up. We're in good shape. I got the paving crew right there. They're ready to start kicking some ass. So we're going to be paving.
Some asphalt, you mean? Kicking some asphalt. Yes.
And once again, I can't hear you guys, but you guys look great.
You look good out there, Austin. So
I'm just going to show some shots of these guys paving as they go.
Yeah, just keep walking around and we'll kind of talk about it. So what he was showing there with the ADA ramp. So we're doing actually, I think you were trying to talk over him a little bit. We're doing actually a considerable amount of ADA ramps out there. I'd say it's all the ramps in the neighborhood. What I have here, and see if I can kind of show a quick little view of this. So this is the scope of our project. All these colored areas are areas that we're going to be working in. These are the roads. And basically all of the ADA ramps that are in those areas are getting redone by us, which our crews have been working on for the last 3 months. Now we're getting into the asphalt. Can you explain what they're actually doing with the asphalt to make it better?
Yeah, man. Well, let's start from the very beginning. The first thing that we're doing is fixing all the storm drains so that the water can flow off of the roadway and have somewhere proper to go. So we're adding a ton of storm drains. We're adding drain inlets and manholes so that they can have access to clean any of the storm drains as leaves and stuff accumulate in the pipes. Then once we're done with that, now we're moving on to, we've been fixing a lot of the sidewalks throughout these neighborhoods, making them mostly ADA compliant and without tripping hazards. And then we're also going in and doing all these ADA curb ramps to make it easier for all the residents to travel from one corner to the next. What he's showing you right now is an area where we took out a full 6 inches of asphalt and took it all the way down to dirt. Now, the dirt in Rancho Cordova has a lot of rock and a lot of cobble in it. So it's a pretty decent substrate in most areas to just almost pave right over the dirt. So right here, what we're doing is we're putting in, we took out, they only had about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of asphalt in most of this. And that's why it's alligatoring so bad. It's old. The asphalt oils in the original material have all deteriorated. So they're taking it all the way out and they're putting in a much thicker section where we're doing 2 3-inch lifts of asphalt. and that will make this road almost indestructible for what it's being used for. Right now, what you see is he's rolling over our first lift of asphalt, which is our first 3-inch lift. This is a truck, and basically we're just making a real thick section that will last for many, many, many years to come. And then after this, we're going to go in and grind the edges about 2 inches down, set ourselves up, and we're going to do a rubberized asphalt overlay on all of these roads. And what the rubberized asphalt will do is it'll make it quieter when cars are driving down the street.
It's actually a 5-inch grind on the edge grinds with a 2-inch repave in there, because what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to put rubber asphalt over the whole project. So all of these streets, which makes it actually a very smooth, really nice surface to drive on for all the residents who live in these neighborhoods. It's actually a pretty incredible project that we've done, that we did over on Fair Oaks Boulevard also at the end of last year. Austin, I don't know if you can hear me, but I was going to see if you could show us some alligator areas.
What's that?
Can you show us what some alligator areas look like?
The bad areas?
Alligator.
Oh.
Yeah,
There it is.
there it is.
Now it looks just like the skin of an alligator, and when your paving gets to that point, it has failed. It needs to be removed and replaced. Some sections you might be able to get away with doing like a fiber in the mix overlay or a paving fabric over that. But for the majority of that, you're going to want to remove and replace it if you have any chunks that are starting to pop out, or if you can see it constantly moving as cars are driving over it.
And I think a good call to action for everyone on here is, if you're going to places that you visit regularly and you're seeing asphalt like that, snap a picture of it and send it to us. Let us know, because it's our goal to pave everything and make everyone have smooth, clean surfaces. A lot of times people who have these parking lots or these areas, they don't really understand that customers see this and that they like. It's noticed when you get new asphalt and when it's redone and when we do these overlays. Like, we have customers and we have employees or people who drive on these lots. They come and tell us all the time. They'll come out and tell us, like, wow, the difference is incredible. We want to make sure. So, like Mike Woods had brought up from Hagen Oaks, want to keep pumping Hagen Oaks because we really like working with them.
Customers do care. Customers care, and it will in turn increase the amount of business that you get after you've got a brand new, nicely paved asphalt.
Yes.
Parking lot.
For sure. And then, so I think we got some good videos. So that's them actually paving. You see these trucks backing up to our paver. Our paver is making these passes. What we do is we actually put it in 2 lifts also. Did you kind of hit on that or no?
I did briefly, yeah.
Okay. So it goes in 2 lifts based on the depth.
Anything over 3 inches, you're going to want to pave in 2 lifts. Occasionally you can get away with 3.5 inches, but that's only if you're really paving on a nice hot day. And it's going to be only in like a parking lot setting. Anything that cars are going to be moving at high speeds and braking hard on, you're going to want to compact that in 2 lifts. Once you get over a 3-inch lift, you're not going to be able to get the asphalt to compact, and you'll have basically the bottom layer, the bottom of the asphalt won't fully compact. You won't hit, between that 91 and 97% marker, and it just makes the asphalt deteriorate faster.
Perfect. That was a lot of good information, actually, Pat. Thank you. Hey, Austin, you got anything you want to add?
What's that?
You got anything you want to add? Anything that we're missing out on, or?
Oh boy, it's really windy out here. This is horrible.
Sounds like it might be a little
Good
windy.
job.
Great guy that remembered my earbuds today. Thanks, JB. Hey, guy, you're going to be doing a podcast. Make sure you bring your earbuds.
So-
I got the cool stuff, at least out here.
Yeah.
I get to watch the guys pave and perform and really do a great job for Rancho Cordova. All the inspectors, the city officials, they're all out today commending our work. We've had homeowners call and tell us how great we're doing with the traffic control and getting the detours set up and making sure they can get in and out of these neighborhoods. We got a major street closed in Rancho Cordova, in an older part of Rancho Cordova. And they've commended and called the city and told them how good of a job we were doing directing them, and they're so happy this project is going on.
What street are you on?
Good to us, and that's how our crews operate. We get in there, we direct traffic where we need to go, we get the job done, and make the city happy. Not so much the city, make them happy, but the people that live in these neighborhoods that have been waiting. I think one of the guys said he moved out here in '94, and he's been fighting with them about these roads, and it's a dream come true for them, and doesn't damage their cars, and got people are excited that we're out here doing this project for them.
Yeah, I'm glad we have a part in this. Actually, it's really exciting to be parts of projects like this.
Oh, I can't hear you, so I'll just keep rambling on.
No, you're good.
Close to home.
You're good. No more rambling. We're good.
Someone mute that guy.
So he is, and he's muted and still talking, which makes it even better. So he's actually at Aramon, which is Aramon. Is it Aramon Road? Aramon Drive, right by the intersection of Coloma. So that's where we are. Oh, Aramon and Masani, which is right near Coloma. That's a great plug right there, Austin. Thank you.
How much longer are we supposed to be out here?
So we're actually going to be out on this project paving these grindouts, I believe, for the next 12 days, 12 to 15 days. And then we should be moving on to rubber early April, as soon as the weather actually allows us to put rubber asphalt down, because it needs to be at a certain temperature. And we believe that'll be about another 20 days of doing rubber in all of these neighborhoods.
Wow. It's going to be some nice neighborhoods when we're done.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. So what I just want to bring it back real quick, make sure to check my notes here, make sure I didn't miss anything. So
if anybody has any questions, you can feel free to drop them in the comments. If it's not while you're watching the podcast live, we'll definitely get back to you. Feel free to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and any other social media that you might know of.
And we've been posting some pictures of this job online already on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, I believe. And we're going to continue those as this job progresses and moves forward. I'm actually trying to get Austin to film one of these little clips like he just did here once a week, kind of explain the job so we can get that information out there too. Because I think it's, for me, when I was out in the field, it's really interesting seeing this work get done.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's a lot of big equipment. It's a lot of tools and a lot of guys who are really working their butts off.
If you guys are interested in checking out the quality of the work, it's all over the city. Go ahead and check it out. You can feel free to walk around, and it's all public sidewalk.
Or give us a call, and we can kind of direct you to some of our work so you can kind of know what we've done. So please, like I said, if you have areas where the asphalt's bad, please take pictures of it. Send them to us. Get in touch with us. Let us help fix those, because we're here to pave the world. We want to pave the way, make these paths and these roads good for everyone to drive on. And remember, if you don't use B&M to do your asphalt, it's your own asphalt. So that was a little keyed up, but whatever. And Austin saying something. So hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Please reach out. Any questions you got, we'd love to hear it. All right, Austin, you good? What'd you say?
What?
Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah. See you guys next week, and I'll definitely bring a selfie stick and some earbuds because my arm is shaking. That's called arm pump. All right. I'll see you guys
We'll
later.
look forward in 2 weeks to do this again. Thanks for the time checking us out, and we'll be back soon.